Hello and welcome once more to the New Truth Seekers, seeking the new truth, always and forever. I'm your host, Kyle, and today we are going to be speaking with a man named only as Gary. His name was only named Gary.
That's me. Yep.
Yes, hi Gary, I'm still introducing you. Could you just shut up for a second? He's going to be teaching us about how the government is controlling your minds. Gary, welcome to the show.
Yeah, is this how you introduce all your guests or just me? Because that was really
Yeah, well, sometimes you just gotta be firm with guests. If you're gonna be rude and interrupt me during your own introduction, like, I'm trying to be a nice host here, okay?
Oh, really?
I was introducing you.
Trying
you
to be a
wanted
nice
to be known
host. Okay.
only as Gary. I'm fine with that. People, they don't have to have last names.
Yeah,
I
no,
understand.
you're a nice host. I get it.
Just, tell us, how is the government fucking with our heads here? Let's not waste any more time.
Yeah, no, let's not waste any more time here, Kyle. The government is just really, it's screwing with everybody, and it's not just in one way either. Not like the way you were screwing with me just there. The government is doing that.
I was
like,
introducing
to 50,
you, Gary. I wasn't.
You turn the knob up to 50.
I wasn't screwing with you.
how
I was
much the
introducing you, and you interrupted
It's
me.
screwing with your heads. It's screwing with our bodies, our food, our minds, our spirituality, our spirituals. It's screwing
Spirits,
with
you
everything
mean.
we've got. But the most
Yeah,
insidious
you mean
part,
spirits.
Kyle, is that they're screwing with our crap.
Literally?
Yeah, that's right. I mean that literally. They are screwing with our crap. Well, we've been through, genetically modified foods. We've been through genetically modified babies. We've been through, genetically modified clouds and genetically modified weather. All of these things have all been genetically modified the way the government wants them to be.
Yeah, it's awful.
The
You're right.
reason why people are not going to just throw the yoke of government off and be free is because then they would have to dispose of their own poo. And here is how it works.
So you're talking about.
Yeah, if you just let your guests talk, then maybe we could.
I do let my guests talk here, Gary. I was trying to interject.
Do you want to hear how they're controlling us?
I was
or not?
interjecting with a
pal?
point.
Do you want to be free?
I was interjecting with a point here.
I took the I've
Oh
listened to your other two shows so far.
So you're a big fan, yeah. Okay, yeah.
This show, it's only just getting off the ground here, Kyle. Be honest with you.
Well, I'm trying to get it off the ground here, Gary.
Okay, you need to have a little more courtesy for your guests.
No. Oh my God! I need to have more courtesy to my guests. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Look. I understand. The government's gotten to you. It's putting you on edge. You don't want to give up your sewage. That's what it is. See, the government controls the flow of your excrement, and if you give up the government, what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to go back to keeping a bowl under your bed, a dirty, crusty bowl that you wake up and you crap in. Because the toilets aren't going to work anymore if we get rid of the government, okay? This is how they've got us by the balls.
Well, anarchists would say that,
you
can always...
Nobody is going to want to go back to a day where they put wooden bowls under their bed and they crap into them, and then they run outside, hearing the coyotes howl. Maybe you live in an area with wolves or lions, and you've got to toss your crap out into the woods because
I live in an area
there's no
with both
government providing you with sewage
coyotes
anymore.
and lions.
People used to be fine with this. That was just how we lived.
Coyotes and lions.
I remember my parents telling me stories about how they'd sometimes trek out into the woods for kilometers, Kyle, in the middle of the night. Risking life and limb just to make sure that they've disposed of
Okay, but how many miles is that, Gary?
As far away as possible so that it doesn't damage their health in the home. We're just so pampered, and the government has just given us so much sewage. There are people who spend their entire lives, they have entire degrees. We have specialists of specialists that just deal with sewage.
Surely sewage isn't that bad. I mean, it makes sure that all the excrement is put in one place. We don't have to...
No, see, they've gotten to you too. They've given you a watered down, clean, sanitized version of what sewage is. But it's actually a lot more simple than that.
It's supposed to be, is clean and sanitized.
All of those pipes, once it goes into those pipes, it flows down into the sewage refinery, as I like to call it. And all that is a bunch of specialists sitting around a rock tumbler where they just put the entire country's crap through this big giant rock tumbler.
A filter,
it doesn't really filter anything out. It just condenses it, and then they just flush it out into the ocean. And then you go on a nice little picnic. You swim around in your own poo with your kids. That's basically what happens.
That's why I don't.
This is the price we pay.
That's why I don't go swimming.
Wouldn't you rather,
Gary,
swim in clean water?
Well, I don't really go swimming.
Just have to take, a nice 2-kilometer walk every night to go and dispose of your own crap instead of having
but how many miles is that, Gary?
for you and
You keep saying
you know,
2 kilometers. We don't use kilometers
blissfully,
here.
ignorantly swimming around in your own filth? Because
I
that's
just
what
wanna
we're
know
doing. Make no mistake. The government...
I just want to know how many miles that was, Gary, because you keep saying kilometers.
No, that's what they want you to believe, Kyle. That's what they want you to believe. But it just goes through the sewage, it gets put into a big rock tumbler. These people that spend years, and get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars just to push a couple of buttons and watch everybody's poo roll around in a big giant rock tumbler for hours
think you're
and
just,
hours.
I think you're making it too
Millions
simple.
of dollars. You know, the government gets paid and then pays these people just to keep the poo flowing. That's what we're talking about here. It's probably the biggest scam in human history.
Okay,
You
so
know,
we're
if we all just took care of our own crap, we'd be getting along just fine without the government pushing all this stuff down our throats.
Gary, I just gotta say, this sounds like a load of bullshit.
Well, it is a load of bullshit. That's what I'm saying. It's a load of bullshit, and we need to start
Okay,
taking
Gary. Well,
responsibility
agree to
for our own
disagree. You know,
crap.
that's kind of gross, but we're at a time here. I'm not gonna go back to washing my own crusty bowl. Neither are you.
Okay,
it's been a
yeah,
pleasure.
You know, I'd say it's a pleasure, but you know, you're not a very nice guy to your guests.
No, I was.
No,
Oh,
you're not.
oh.
No, the first thing you said to me was that I was interrupting. I wasn't.
Well, because you
interrupting
were.
I was just saying hi.
You
I was
were
just
interrupting
saying
while I was
hi.
introducing.
You were introducing.
You're doing it
me.
again.
Yeah, that's.
You're
I've
doing
been
it
on
again.
multiple shows
Even when
here.
I'm trying to.
But this isn't my first show that I've been on. Okay, I've talked all over the country about this stuff. All
Oh
right.
yeah, and I bet you interrupt all those guys too. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Good riddance, Gary. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even get a word in with that guy. Did you hear it? I couldn't even get a word in with him. Like, oh my god. See, I'm gonna have to start screening my guests from now on. That was too much. Okay, thank you for listening. Next time I think I'm just gonna talk for like 6 minutes. Just me, myself, just hearing my own voice for once, you know, and just God, listening to everybody else making me crazy on this show.